So normally I do like, because we're wrapping up our Pats month, but I don't have on the 5th week of our Pats. Can I tell y'all something that I was kind of hoping, because it would be very funny to catch on recording?
Yeah.
What?
A little bit of me was hoping that as Cordell clapped, his cat would just go on the attack mode and just get Cordell.
And brutally assault me.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be like funny, but it'd also be very funny to get that and just have the audio of Cordell trying to fend off a cat.
Oh no! Oh,
He's going after the whole city now. Oh no!
Yeah. My 15-year-old cat with kidney problems is really he just fully mauls me.
Psychobilly freak out.
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
It's official.
We're doing it.
We've done it.
We have patsed it up.
We patched it. Sammy has kicked our asses.
Oh,
Inevitably.
for sure. Do we want to dive right in with point totals? We calculate our points for the month.
I think it's more fun if we just go through some of the movies we watched that weren't on the list. And then by the end we can fully reveal everybody's point totals.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Caleb, let's start with you. What did you watch that wasn't on the list?
I watched a total. I added a movie last night. I have watched 3 movies that were not on the list because I was so stressed and busy this month that watching more movies was too much.
Fair.
So I watched The Batsman.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay.
Which is love the Batman.
I also did that.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was surprised at how much I liked it a second viewing. Because like that movie has like, it's really good, but I was thinking it would be one of those movies that like on second viewing you'd be like, it was good, but you know.
Yeah.
But
no,
stood up.
It's good.
It stays good.
It stays
Robert
good.
being whiny Bruce Wayne is actually great.
A movie that did not hold up to how much I liked it when I was a child, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Ooh, yeah.
Fair.
I think
My
Robert,
boy! My
my child,
My son,
Robert Pattinson!
and
Robert.
then Water for Elephants, because that's one of my mom's favorite movies, and so we watched it. I watched it, thinking about my mom.
It's an alright one.
It's fine.
See, that's
fine.
weird, Caleb, because I thought about your mom when I was watching the Twilight Saga.
I was thinking about your mom when I was watching Twilight, but
Okay, I gotta drop a little bit of Cordell's mom lore here.
Do it.
My mom, fully, unironically, genuinely, with all of her heart, loves Twilight and thinks it's deeply romantic, and gets very upset if you insult it. She thinks it is so sweet and romantic. She doesn't think any of it's weird. She doesn't think the age gap's weird. She doesn't think the imprinting stuff is weird. Like she is, I think, Stephanie Meyer's target audience when writing these. My mom loves it all.
have you told her that she's wrong before? Like, have you just said it blunt, like you're wrong?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried many a time to explain how creepy and weird it all is,
And
to no
Mormon.
avail.
Creepy, weird, and Mormon.
Right. But no. No such luck.
No. That is so sad. I am so sorry. You've lost one to the Twilights.
She's got many wonderful qualities beyond this, but that is a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
What movies
I-
did
I-
you watch, Cordell?
So I also watched The Batsman.
Good.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the few movies that I watched, half of them were stinkers, and I think I want to talk about the stinkers more than...
Yeah. Fair and
So-
same.
So the good one, I watched, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 extra movies.
Okay.
Mickey 17, not a stinker. Batman, not a stinker. Those were good. Not much to say about a good movie. I watched The Lost City of Zed and The Devil All the Time.
Oh, yes. So I remember this because I disagree with you on both of them. I'm going to go
Dang.
ahead and say I watched a total of 36 movies. I have watched every movie that Robert Pattinson has on Letterboxd, plus some music videos and some perfume commercials that he was in. I have watched every possible thing with Robert Pattinson I could get my hands on. Most of them are pretty good, and Robert does a pretty good job. I think, let's see, of the 36, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, only 11 of them have less than a 3-star from me.
A third of them is another way to phrase that.
Yeah, but I was just counting.
But
so.
no, yeah. No. I mean, more often than not, he does pretty good movies. When I say stinkers, I do want to clarify. I'm not talking about production quality or quality of acting. I'm talking about, like, I felt like the story itself was lacking.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
which
let me-
stinker
let
do
me-
you want to get in first?
let me go to my reviews and tell you. I think The Lost City of Zed was more of a stinker than The Devil All the Time.
I agree with that. I gave City 3 stars.
I gave it 2.
Okay. I loved Robert in it, and he was a very good guy. Yeah, but I remember reading your review, but give us your
So
take.
the gist of it is that it tried to follow history, I think, a little too closely for its own good.
Okay.
And because in history, right, like they go to the jungle, they don't find much. They come back. They convince people to go back to the jungle. They go to the jungle. They end up having to go back early because some dick ruins their supplies because he's an idiot and a coward. And then they come back, and then he has a lot of regret and lives his life and is a good father, and then goes back with his son, and they both get lost and killed in the jungle. And
Yeah.
that's the movie. Like, that's history. That's what happened. And having that be the movie, I felt like it was like I'm watching a documentary, but with no real climax to it. I don't know. I just really like it. The story was interesting. I kind of wish they had strayed from history a little bit to give it a decent ending, because it felt like it has its really good moments. Overall, I don't know. It did nothing for me.
That's
very
fair.
well made, well acted. Arpats is good in it because he's good at everything.
Truly.
But I don't know. I did not care for the movie.
That's fair. I think the funny thing is everything you said, like you just kind of said the story. I liked it. Like I liked that part of it. Like
I think
I liked that it was kind of more of a dramatized of real life than just like a documentary of like, look, these guys died.
I
don't know.
I suppose I would prefer a documentary, actually.
Which is fair.
Like because documentaries can pepper in sources, they can pepper in details and information, they can give extra context. In this one, I'm watching it unfold, and I appreciate some level of it, but I'm missing enough context and enough history that it doesn't hit for me like a documentary would.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I think this also can get chalked up to like the whole it's different strokes for different folks. Because like I hear that and I'm like, I'd probably like that. I'd probably watch that. But You know, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Also, one of like maybe 5 movies that Robert Pattinson uses his British accent in.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like it when he does that. It makes me
I
think
think
he's
You'll
British.
hate it then, actually.
Okay.
I think his real accent is what he does in Mickey 17. I think that's the only real one.
I think it's what he does in The Boy and the Heron. I think
I'm
he's
Mickey.
walking around.
That was
Oh
my
gosh,
impression.
yeah. I just don't know what about. I thought it, like, again, neither this one nor The Devil All the Time are bad, but I don't think, at least for me, they don't deliver on what they say they're going to deliver to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to Devil All the Time then.
Yeah, so Devil All the Time was a tougher one for me to parse.
It's more of a like a few vignettes of different characters that are like dealing honestly with religious assholes and just bad religious people. I loved it for that reason. I loved how cringed I felt, how like watching these bad people that like I have met some in my time as a religious person. Like there were relatable people in this movie. Robert Pattinson is like one of the worst in it. And like essays, I think multiple women.
Several.
And I don't know, I didn't enjoy that part. But it was like why I assume people like reading like a Yellow Face. You're kind of just enjoying the cringe of the evil that you are experiencing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I gave it 4 stars. I also love slice of life in general, and this is just slice of life with like a horror. Bad. Like slice of life of literally the worst people. And so this was a cathartic watch. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but yeah.
So you know how you will get people like Tarantino who play a lot with building a character, introducing you to them, letting you meet them, and then unceremoniously dispatching them. Like they're suddenly dead.
Yeah.
Right? Like just the moment they become really interesting to you, they're gone because he's going to go somewhere else. And generally, with Tarantino, the somewhere else he goes is pretty interesting. Like, overall, you get taken somewhere that it's like, okay, cool, I'm glad to be here. But in this one, it felt like every time a character got to a place where I found them interesting, they died. And then there is no more interesting place. We start boring again, get interesting, kill that one. Start boring, get interesting, kill that one. And that just felt like the loop. And I did not enjoy it much. And I'm not a slice of life guy, so maybe I didn't like evil slice of life. But like I felt primed to love it because I'm from Appalachia. Like I'm from that part of the country. A lot of it felt homey and a lot of it felt familiar. And the narration in between was beautiful and my favorite part of the movie. But when you're actually in there, like watching it, I don't know. I felt like the moment you have a chance of caring, the person's dead and gone. And it just, I couldn't get drawn in.
That's fair. Also, we just have to say it's a stacked cast. Like the main dude is Tom Holland. It's got Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgård. It's got Sebastian Stan. Like it. Yeah. That's very fair. That's very fair. To bum fiddle, one of the craziest scenes is what's his name? I'm not going to pretend like I remember this guy's name, but he was Dudley in Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, Dudley.
Yeah.
He's also in Devil All the Time, and he plays like a hyper spiritualist preacher, and is like, I'm Jesus. I am the coming of Jesus. So he takes his new wife out into the forest and kills her and then tries to bring her back to life.
Yep.
And is screaming and is like, come back! Come back! And it just like something about that scene. I watched it with Fielding as well, and we both were just kind of like, yep, I know people that would go that far, and I'm kind of enjoying this scene because of how insane this person is.
Mm-hmm. Well, so that a little bit, like that scene was good, but that character arc is part of what bothers me about this movie. So I'm gonna bum fiddle as well.
Yeah.
You meet this charismatic preacher who falls in love with this poor woe-begotten girl in town that's down on her luck. And this dude proves his faith in God by dumping spiders all over himself in the middle of church services because he's so scared of spiders and he knows God will protect him.
Mm-hmm.
One of the spiders bites him. He gets a bad swollen infection and locks himself in a closet for like a month. And then finally comes out convinced he's heard the voice of God. His brother is paralyzed, and so the two, from another test of faith, his brother's paralyzed, so the two of them drive out. He kills his wife, is like, oh crap, oh no. And then he and his brother are skipping town driving away. And you're like, okay, this is fascinating. I can't wait to see what happens with these two. This is wild. And then he abandons his brother at a parking spot whenever they're stopped. And then you never see the brother again. And then he is on his way and hitchhiking, and he gets picked up by a pair of serial killers whom you met earlier in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, it's like, okay, this is really interesting. Like, what's going to happen here? And then he dies, and that's it. And the movie does this repeatedly of like, wow, what an interesting confluence of personalities. What an interesting set of characters meeting together, and then an anticlimax. Felt like it happened every time to me.
To be fair, that's setting up more of like, so the whole point at the end is Tom Holland meets those same serial killers, and Tom Holland kills them and gets away. Right. So it's like setting up how many people they've been killing. Well, I'm not trying to defend it, but
yeah. Well, I mean, so again, I get it. I get what it's trying to do. I felt like it never paid off for what it was trying to do, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that would have been a great climax of the movie for me, but instead he goes back home to knock him stiff and has a shootout with Sebastian Stan's character, which also felt anticlimactic. Like, I felt like it was so real at points that it didn't, like, I don't know. I guess I wanted it to be more of a movie. It felt a little too realistic at too many points, and life is full of anticlimactic moments.
Okay.
Like,
I think you would love Damsel then. Damsel is another Robert Pattinson movie. I also gave it 4 stars. Though I don't want to bum fiddle this one because it's a Western. So kind of a Western. So I think Caleb would be all about it.
It's not the Millie Bobby Brown movie, is it?
No. It's 2018. It's by the people, crazily enough, that did the TV show The Curse with Nathan Fielder.
Ooh.
Oh.
They also did now that I've seen Damsel, I want to watch their other stuff. But I won't bum fiddle the end. But Robert Pattinson, it says Oregon on Letterboxd. He goes to a small town and he hires a parson, and it's like, we got to go across the country to where my fiance is, and you're going to marry us. I'm going to pay you to marry us once we get there. So most of the movie is them going and getting there. The parson is like an alcoholic, and, you know, a major theme of this movie, and I'm sorry, I'm going to prepare you this now. A major theme of this movie is that heteronormative white men suck and are idiots. Just so you know.
Nuh-uh, I'm great.
But yeah, great movie. That it was the last of my Robert Pattinson movies, and it was a great way to button it up.
I have a question about a specific movie you watched.
Okay.
That is one of your top ones. So, I want to ask about Good Time. Because
I thought you were gonna say Remember Me because that's also in my top 10, and we haven't talked about that one yet.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that one.
Good Time, good, yeah.
So
The Safdies.
I'm not a fan of the Safdies because so far everything I've watched by them feels like a panic attack as a movie. Am I gonna enjoy that if I hate that element of so far everything I've seen from the Safdies?
Probably not really. Do
Okay.
you know anything about Good Time?
No, I know nothing about it.
Okay, so it's Robert Pattinson and Benny Safdie. Benny Safdie is Robert Pattinson's brother. And they are bank robbers. And it goes wrong. And basically the entire movie is them is mainly Robert Pattinson kind of going insane, trying to get the money, get his brother that got caught out of stuff. It's very quick, I think a panic attack on film is a great way to describe their style. The Safdie style. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
And
have you seen Uncut Gems?
I have. I need to rewatch it because I haven't seen it in years. And it's funny because when I first watched it, I did not like Uncut Gems. But I feel like the way my life has gone, I don't know. I feel like I might like it now.
Okay. Yeah, I think the panic attack on film feeling of their stuff is just too much for me. That, and I'm happy they're successful. I'm very proud of them for the success they've done as indie directors. Benny Safdie's face scares me. I don't know what's up with it. It's I look at him and I'm like,
a weird face.
He's got a weird face. He was that, hey, Cordell, you know that one guy in Oppenheimer?
The guy who looks like he's wearing a mask.
Yeah,
the
him.
guy in
That's
Oppenheimer
him.
that looks like he's got prosthetics going on.
Yes.
Exactly.
But he doesn't. That's just what he looks like.
I'm going
to be...
To be clear really quick, Mickey 17 and Good Times, you can't do this on Letterboxd, but they are tied for first. I like them both equally, and I think they are both so dynamically different that it's hard to be this one is better. Because Mickey 17 is almost a straight comedy and just very, very goofy and lighthearted a lot of the time. And Good Time is my name is Connie Nikas and I am going to kill you unless I get my money, and I want my money. And it's dark and realistic and gritty and
Oh.
I don't know why the demon came out of me at that last second, but
so I thought it's been, I know we've fully moved on, but my brain kept churning on why I didn't like those movies, and I have a potential way to explain it a little better. I'm not a big fan of Tarantino in general.
Interesting. Okay.
People love Tarantino. I generally find the movies I've watched from him to be unsatisfying. So the comparison that I gave Devil All the Time to Tarantino isn't favorable from the jump because I don't like Tarantino that much.
yeah,
I'm not a Kill Bill fan. I didn't think Pulp Fiction was that great. I can't get into his stuff. It feels so pointless at times. And so I think that's part of the issue. My favorite thing that does what Tarantino sets out to do with the different characters and different plot lines and intersections and dramatic stuff is Bad Times at the El Royale. That movie, I think, does that style in the way that has satisfied me the most. It's I just thought of it like that, I think.
Because I also am not the biggest Tarantino fan. I think a lot of his stuff, it's but there's one movie that he did that I actually think is really good, and it's Hateful Eight. Have you seen that?
Hateful Eight was the first Tarantino movie I watched.
Okay.
And I did not like it, but it deserves a rewatch because I didn't know what to expect from Tarantino. It might deserve a rewatch.
I think the reason I find that interesting is because, like, I think Pulp Fiction, where it's like, let's see how all these different people's stories intersect, versus Hateful Eight, where it's like, this is the same story. We are witnessing the same story from different perspectives, and how those work. It's like a different spin on the same style that I think works a lot better. And I think Bad Times at the El Royale does it also to great effect.
That is what I love about Bad Times at the El Royale is the story is more so different perspectives on a place and an event rather than just disparate plots doing their things and intersecting. That Bad Times is like all of these different characters with their own stuff going on intersect here, and it's explosive and bad. Whereas Devil All the Time had the potential to do that, and I wanted it to do that, but instead it was look at all these complicated, interesting people dying, and then it doesn't even loop around to being like about generational trauma. It just kind of says, well, this is what it is, whoops. And I think that just doesn't sit, it doesn't feel like a story that's finished being told to me.
Okay.
So I think that's the best way to explain it. And maybe the same with Lost City of Zed, was that it felt unfinished. And Cordy don't play like that.
Interesting.
Now, Sammy, you did give Remember Me 4 stars, and I need you to justify that, because that was one of the... That ironically, it's the most forgettable movie ever.
It's actually not. It's actually not. It's actually a pretty good movie and a pretty good romantic story about trauma, and like actually about like, so it's kind of stupid that they made it 9/11, but it makes sense because the whole point is like, hey, shit happens that you would never expect is going to happen. Trauma is going to happen in your life, and it's going to come out of nowhere, and you're never going to expect. You're going to be fucked. Sorry. And so like, if I remember correctly, it like starts out, I forget exactly, there's like already a trauma. I think they lost their brother. I think
he lost his mom,
his mom.
Yeah.
I also think 9/11 was bad.
9/11 is bad.
I agree with that one.
I mean, Cordell, I'm sorry to tell you, we did confess to doing 9/11 on this show several times.
Did.
So,
and we should be held accountable for that.
No, we shouldn't.
But the dad is also a huge dick. The dad, I think the dad is a huge dick. I was trying to say if he's a stepdad, but I think he's biological.
He's a big
dad,
stepper.
His stepmom. And like, there's like all of these different dynamics between Robert Pattinson's character and his stepmom. It also like, it's just a good romance and like drama about comedy about trauma and like dealing with your parents when they're assholes, especially to your sibling, and just don't care about you. And then it goes, oh yeah, you think he's gonna be happy and he's with the girl, and then he dies in 9/11. And then it kind of wraps up with like, the girlfriend is like now part of the family, and like they always hang out together, and they always like respect his memory, and it's like sad, but it's like they've already been through these other traumas, and they're learning to go through the trauma of 9/11.
We're having a theme develop in this episode.
Trauma?
And I think it's it is unfinished. Or like feeling satisfied versus unsatisfied, which seems to be something that comes out in a lot of Robert Pattinson's movies. Like, and I think it's his style as an actor to pick projects that don't always have a traditional narrative to them.
Okay. Yeah.
But then I also think like we as storytellers and as people are storytelling creatures, we want closure. We want things to wrap up well and to feel cohesive. Remember me, 9/11 twist is wild. If the movie started with 9/11 twist, people would probably love it. But instead, it feels like it's about one thing. Sudden pivot, we're about a different thing. And that feels like I think I would find that very unsatisfying as a plot and as a movie. And that's interesting that like our levels of comfort with those sorts of realistic elements in movies that don't feel like good storytelling.
I think you're seeing the 9/11 as like it changing the plot. Like the theme is always trauma and shitty thing is going to happen no matter what. So the 9/11 is just an analog of that. It doesn't change the plot anymore. It like, again, I'm not going to make you like remember me.
I didn't watch it, so it'd be hard.
Yeah. But I don't know, just the way you described it felt off and not how it actually is.
I guess I mean, wild comparison, Bridge to Terabithia.
Okay.
Bridge to Terabithia is always dealing with the themes of difficult childhoods and escapism and finding whimsy and fantasy in a hard life.
Okay.
Even whenever what's-her-face dies.
Yeah.
The movie stays being about the same themes and clarifies them and really points them out heavily, but the twist is out of nowhere and feels very jarring on a first watch, is more what I was getting at. The theme is intact and it's pertinent to the theme itself, but as an audience member watching for the first time, you are kind of yanked out of it by the suddenness. And by the narrative turn, not necessarily the thematic turn.
Yeah. Just needed that clarification because it sounded like you were saying it just changes completely.
No. But the plot isn't at all what you thought it would be because of that sudden death.
Yeah.
So it's just
fair.
It's just interesting that like that seems to be coming up a lot in our conversations here of you really seem to be okay with those kinds of stories.
Yeah.
And like them, whereas they don't sit well with me.
Which
Can I tell y'all a bad funny story?
No.
Sure.
So y'all remember when the Bridge to Terabithia movie came out?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a good movie. Mm-hmm. It's a fun, not fun movie, but it's a good movie.
It's fun for most of it.
I didn't know the ending because I hadn't read the book. And so my teacher was like, we're going to watch this movie in class. And I was like, 4th or 5th grade, right? Like, I feel like that was around the right time. Y'all know how, like, I told y'all before, when I watch horror movies, my instinct is to laugh because that's, like, my body's fear instinct.
No.
So that also happens during, like, tragic events. Is my instinct is to just laugh. So I was the lone 4th grader laughing hysterically at the girl dying. And my teacher was concerned and asked me if I was okay after class. And I said, I'm sorry. Sometimes my body just makes me laugh at things and I don't know why.
That's so funny, Caleb.
And it's horrible. But I just want to say, here's my pivot, okay? Remember Me features genuinely one of my favorite actors. He plays I think the girlfriend's dad, if I'm remembering right. But that actor is Chris Cooper. Now, here's the connection. Chris Cooper also plays... what is his name in the movie?
He plays the evil Tex Richmond. He plays Tex Richmond
in The Muppets 2012. Or 2011. So, do we think it's time to announce the lineup for September and what we're...
I think we still got 30 minutes and I have watched 36 movies.
Okay, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I
So,
think
David, okay, you go off. You go off then.
Caleb, that was
Because-
a nice pivot, but shut up. It's Sammy
Okay,
time.
all right.
Yeah,
Hey,
like not
audience,
to be a dick, but I am proud of watching so many movies
You watched-
for this month.
Okay.
And we are really trying to get away from this month as quickly as possible.
Audience, later I'm going to do that
That
same...
is less about this month and more about how much Caleb and I love Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
I'm
just so
going
funny
to-
how quickly y'all are sprinting. And I'm like, no, please. I just want to talk about the 36 movies I watched.
I'm going to do that same pivot in later, and I need y'all to act like it was new, okay? That's what I need y'all to do. Okay, Sammy, please tell us about... Actually, I want to know, what was the worst movie?
I'm
And
gonna sit my white ass down and listen.
Bottom of the
Yes.
barrel, at least of my list, is Vanity Fair because he's only in a deleted scene. Of the ones that I actually was able to watch, because like I watched I think we talked about this maybe on air. I watched The Haunted Airman in Italian with no English subtitles. I didn't watch it, but and I remember asking y'all specifically if that counted, which is why I think we might have already talked about it on air. There is another movie called The Summer House, which is a short film that was a part of a series called Love and Distrust. So that doesn't count. What the movie is, the actual worst movie is Robert's only a tiny bit of, but it's Queen of the Desert with Nicole Kidman.
Queen of the Desert.
So it's, do you know who Gertrude Bell is?
No.
This was a real lady that was like just a smart lady for the British Empire during the 20th, excuse me.
Oh, that's a very different time.
Yeah. That was a huge misspeak. It's really bad, and the whole point of the movie is look at this white savior that Nicole Kidman is to these dumb savages. It's like, okay, cool. And they end the movie by saying she was the queen of the desert. You're like,
That's the name.
White
Honestly,
people.
That's a satisfying ending. You know, they tell you what it is. They said the name of the movie.
Yeah, I finally understand a plot that's happened. And that feels good to me.
You do have one on here
What?
that I also meant to watch, which was The Bad Mother's Handbook, because that does feature Catherine Tate, who I love.
Mhm. It's so in his early career, and maybe in some of his later career, Robert Pattinson played just an asshole. Just like a self-absorbed asshole. So we got Bellamy, we got How to Be, and Bad Mother's Handbook, where he just sucks. And the show or movie or whatever he's in is just not good enough to support anything. So like Bellamy is like he's a manipulative asshole that is like manipulating all of these women. Manipulating
Is correct.
and just being a bad guy. And I think that one is an open ending because he's Salvador Dali in Little Ashes.
Oh.
And I don't know if you know this about Salvador. Bad dude. Loved Hitler.
Yeah.
But his clocks were melty.
But his clocks were melty and he was gay. But
No, you can't be complicated, Salvador.
I know. Stop.
Unsatisfying to me.
But unsatisfying.
I only like clear-cut, easy things.
Yeah. But yeah, like Catherine Tate doesn't even do that good in that either. It's sad.
Dang.
It's just a sad watch.
It's lipstick on a pig when you put Catherine Tate in a bad thing, like the back half of The Office.
Exactly.
You're right. Oh my gosh.
Holy fuck. I need help deciding. So I
Okay.
also have a second list called The Evils of Robert.
Oh.
And it's the ranking of his most morally corrupt characters.
That's good.
So
I like that.
do we feel like so in the childhood of a leader?
Okay.
It's about this kid. Well, spoiler alert. It's Hitler. It's basically like a fictionalized Hitler. And it's like this kid who's just a little, just a dick asshole the entire time and does everything wrong. It's crazy. Robert Pattinson is like the kid's like real father in the story and ends up playing the future version, the older version of him that is Hitler. So we also have Waiting for the Barbarians, which is a real life story, and he's like a colonizer in the Asias. He's a colonizer in Asia for the British Empire. And he just beats people up all the time and is rude and mean. So is Hitler
That's
or
hard.
colonizers worse?
I mean, but it's fictional Hitler.
That's the
But it's
thing.
like
It's fictional
fictional.
Hitler versus real person.
And Hitler did kill Hitler.
I think they're very different. Like it's apples and oranges, right? Like genocide versus colonization are both horrible. Genocide on the front end is far worse and potentially long term. I think genocide has typically more of a death toll, but they often go hand in hand. Colonization is bad, but if murder is the worst thing you can do to a person, or like concentration camps are some of the worst things you can do, then I think Hitler's got to be worse than colonization.
I think so
beats
too.
it out a little bit. You're right.
Because colonization is like a chronic evil, but generally lower mortality rate than genocide.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, we also got to talk about the Cronenberg movies real quick. Cronenberg made 2 movies with Robert Pattinson. One of them, the better one, is called Cosmopolis. And the whole point of that is a rich business guy in New York City. Wants to go across town to get a haircut.
Awesome.
Most of the movie, he's in his limo. And it's Cronenberg, so he starts going crazy. And by the end, he's lost half of his hair because it's shaved off and he's killing people.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Cronenberg.
The other one is the only movie I've ever seen that has, on purpose, an accidental incest.
What do you mean by on purpose accidental?
And accidental? Wait,
How
you're
do you
saying
do
like
both?
Two separate occasions. Two separate
Okay.
occasions in the movie.
Oh,
Accidental
two incest.
on purpose. 2 incest. So this one is called Map of the Stars. Map to the Stars. You know, like in LA, there's like the pamphlets,
Yeah,
the Map
it's
of the
that.
Stars.
It's that.
Yeah. So it's this girl who has a broken arm.
No.
Bad.
And she's in LA and she's mapping of the stars.
Oh, dang.
Turns out the reason she's actually there is because she was going a little kooky, had an episode, was sent to rehab / an asylum, I think. And she came back to LA because her younger brother is a star, is one of those stars. And their parents, they realized after they gave birth to their children, the parents are brother and sister. Are actually brother and sister. That's weird. They never tell the kids. Okay.
It's like
Daughter finds out.
Oh no.
And becomes obsessed with this idea. And so the end of the movie, bum fiddle time, is her and her brother, who she's kind of like coerced into being a quasi messed up in the head, get married, get like play but real married on the steps of their burned down childhood home, and kill themselves.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good movie.
it sounds really bad. I'm really
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it has, what's her name? Julianne Moore in it.
She's okay.
She's okay. She is like an actress that Crazy Sister who, wow. Okay, so it's Mia Wasikowska. Do you know? She was Alice in Wonderland, but she was also
in
Devil All the Time.
Yeah.
She was in Damsel. That y'all need to watch.
She just has the most Nordic face you've ever seen.
Yeah, she's creepy Crazy Sister.
She's good at that.
Robert in the movie is just a random dude that the sister meets, but he just starts being a jerk and starts like cheating on her with her actress boss.
Bad Robert.
Bad.
But yeah, my top 5 are Mickey 17 and Good Time, which I tie for first. The Batman at number 3, or number 2 technically.
Right.
Tenet, The Lighthouse, and number 5 is Remember Me.
Fair.
Think you'd also like The Rover. It's Mad Max in a capitalistic apocalypse instead of in like a oil apocalypse.
Interesting.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, kind of John Wick.
John Wick.
The
Mad
guy
Max.
needs to get his car back.
Nice.
I like that.
And Robert Pattinson is a southerner, an American southerner in the Australian outback. Okay.
Yeehaw. Huh.
I'm still really some of these movies I have seen before, and I'm surprised at where they fall in your rankings. Remember Me being one of them, but like also like I don't know. I think my lean against the Safdie brothers is also making me surprised that A Good Time is so high, but I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know.
On my home profile on Letterboxd, my 4 favorite movies right now are Manchester by the Sea, Mickey 17, A Different Man, and Good Time.
That's. I have 2 of my favorite 4 movies. I need to find 2 more, but we'll see if that happens.
So is that a feature of Letterboxd? How does this work?
Yeah, you can.
So,
yeah.
Go to your profile.
Okay.
I think you can do you can just like put in the right, you can edit. And you should be able to edit your profile, and you should be able to do the 4. You're not even following Caleb?
I don't even. So followers. Oh, people followed me. I didn't know that. I'm a Letterboxd stupid head. Okay, so I'm on my profile. What is it? Stats?
No, there should be a spot where you can edit your profile like the normal.
And it'll have like your 4 favorite movies spot. One of my favorite movies is not well reviewed on Letterboxd, and I'm always surprised by that.
Settings?
So Cordell, yeah, hit your little icon, the little guy, and you can do the settings at the top right.
Oh,
And right
nice.
below pronoun and above avatar, there's favorite films.
I found it.
Woo!
Wow.
And you can put 4 in there, top 4. You can rearrange them. I just have them in there. I don't have them in any order because I all like them equally. I'm
just
realizing
gonna
though,
off the
3 out
dome.
of 4 are like sad story about kind of bad people.
What are they?
So, Manchester by the Sea, that's more just trauma and sadness than bad people. But A Different Man
Okay.
is Sebastian Stan being a bad guy,
No.
being a bad dude. And then Good Time is Robert being a bad guy.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what my 4 would be.
If it helps you.
Skibbity
I don't
Toilet
know
episode
either.
1.
Skibidi
Yes.
Toilet episode
Skibbity
2.
Toilet episode 2.
They're making a Skibbity Toilet movie. So
With Michael Bay.
Skibbity Toilet movie's gonna be in all of our top 4 guaranteed.
I'll
Mhm.
populate this
Mhm.
over time. I've got. I know some Edgar Wright will be up in there, but I don't know yet.
New Edgar Wright coming out too. That might be up
Mhm.
there.
That's true.
I think what I've overall, my big takeaway from this month is that I like Robert Pattinson as an actor, but up until the past like 5-6 years, I haven't really liked his movie choices. Like the movies he's been in have not been enjoyable for me, but his recent selections I've really liked.
Yeah.
Which maybe I'm just a mainstream hoe because it's all mainstream big budget stuff that he's done lately that I've liked. So maybe I'm an idiot.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
It seems like you might be about his up and coming movies more than anything, because there's like 2 romances, one with Jennifer Lawrence and then one with Zendaya.
I don't like J-Law, but we'll see.
It looks interesting. He's also going to be, there is Batman 2.
Right.
He's going to be in the new Dune.
Doing your mom.
He's going to be in the Odyssey. He's going to be in, there's Here Comes the Flood, which is going to be a bank heist movie with him, Denzel Washington,
dang.
and Daisy Edgar Jones.
Oh,
I'm
dang.
down.
There's another one called Prime Time, which is going to be a journalist takes on an underworld of crime and changes television forever.
More like Crime Time.
Yeah. And last time when I looked yesterday, they also said he was going to be in Ted Lasso, that apparently they're going to make a movie of Ted Lasso.
I don't know about
But
that
I don't
one.
think that's true. I think that was a prank. It's not here anymore.
Got it.
Well, Sammy, you know how you gave Remember Me 4 stars and that really surprises me?
Yeah.
That movie has a really good actor in it named Chris Cooper. I think he plays the girlfriend's dad.
Yeah, you're right. He does play the girlfriend's dad because Pierce Brosnan plays Robert Pattinson's dad.
This is so stupid.
And I like Pierce Brosnan too, but Chris Cooper's also in The Muppets 2011.
What
Nailed
about
it.
Megan, the Duchess of Sussex?
That surprises
She's
me.
in Remember Me.
Yeah. That still surprises me. I saw that earlier and I was like, really? Was she in that? She was in that. That was my reaction.
She was in Get Him to the Greek too.
Which is shocking. It's just like she went from Get Him to the Greek to being royalty. Insane. Hey, in September, we're doing Jim Henson
I'm
month.
turning 30.
And you're turning
Straight up.
30.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My
That's not a
birthday's
real
in a few
number.
weeks. We'll figure out. I don't know.
So what
but
are the
we have
movies we're
movie-
watching?
We're watching. Week 1 is The Muppets, the original Muppets movie.
Oh,
And then week 2
Dark
is
Crystal.
The Dark Crystal. Week 3 will be The Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
And week 4, the week 4 will be The Muppets 2011, directed by James Bobbin. But
remake.
It's the Muppets. So yeah, those are all going to be really good. I'm very excited. What do y'all think? Because like, here's what I learned from Robert Pattinson month as well, which is sometimes an actor may get a rough start, but you have to give them time. And you have to be able to forgive them for being in some horrible movies, like the worst movie ever to exist, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Worst movie to ever exist. I'm standing by that. That was horrible. I would rather shove needles into my eyes, and I have to pay a doctor to do that every few months.
You haven't seen Bad Mother's Handbook.
That's true. That's true. But I'm saying I would rather go to my ophthalmologist to get shots in my eyes than have to suffer through Breaking Dawn Part 2 again.
Okay.
So, this is... I think Jim Henson is going to teach us that puppets are cool.
Puppets are
I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll find out. Are they cool?
They're very cool. I'm going to say they're very cool.
Final pointage. I think I have 33. I think I have 33 points total.
I believe 7.
I ended with 8 points.
Maybe, do we want to make it in the future where if you come in last place, there's some kind of thing? Or do we want to not involve, like,
I don't want this
things?
to be so I think points are like a badge of honor rather than a competition. Like, we all knew going into this month that Sammy was going to outdo us. And we know for Jim Henson, we're going to outdo Sammy. And like, I don't think there should be any level of competition or punishment involved. That just, we're not all going to be equally big fans of our monthly movie picks.
That's fair.
And so I like it being a point of pride thing.
There is going to be a little bit of contest in the Jim Henson, because it is going to be, I'm curious to see who tops who in this one.
I think we do make it a competition. We just, after Jim Henson, make it a more even playing field.
More what?
Make the months more even playing fields.
Okay, that's fair. Because we started with Sammy's favorite actor of all time, moving into childhood love affair of Cordell and Caleb, Miss Piggy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, Janice?
Exactly.
You know the Muppet Janice Cordell?
Dude, Janice, man.
Okay, what if we also watch movies that Frank Oz was in? Miss Piggy.
I'm down for
Like
a Frank, because Frank
Star
Oz
Wars.
has like an incredible career afterwards. There is a movie coming out that brings up an interesting director that does involve Frank Oz, which is Rob Reiner. He's got This Is Spinal Tap 2 coming out this year, which I'm very excited for. You know what?
Wow. Oh,
are there any movies coming up that y'all are excited for?
Now any new DC movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
I saw Fantastic Four last night. It was awesome.
Okay, I'm really excited to see that.
I don't personally rank it over Superman, which is shocking for me to be more in on a DC than a Marvel movie, but it was really good.
I'm really excited for the reboot of The Naked Gun that's coming out August 1st.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited. There is one joke that it's in the trailer, and every time I see it in the trailer, it makes me laugh the same amount. And it's the whole, like, you were put in prison for many years for man's laughter. You mean manslaughter? Must have been a good joke. It's so dumb. It's so good.
Man.
That's it.
Oh, man.
That's the stuff.
Oh, you know what else is the stuff? It's our opening and closing theme song, Psychobilly Freak Out by the Reverend Horton Heat off the album Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em. I bet they're watching Naked Gun. I bet they're going to watch Naked Gun this weekend.
I think they're gonna Naked Gun. There's a lot of new horror movies that look really interesting. Like
I want Weapons.
Seems
I want to see
interesting.
Weapons.
Nope.
There's a new Godzilla movie, I think, coming out. Maybe I'm literally looking at a list, and I thought I just saw it, but I don't know where it is anymore. So maybe I'm a liar. But yeah, don't go see Tron Ares. It's probably gonna be bad, and a cult leader is the main actor. So that's sick. If you liked us and our Robert Pattinson week and liked this episode, you can rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we also got a YouTube you can check out. It's pretty sick.
Emails. Do it. I'm Cordell, and I'm having an artistic crisis. I think I may be a hack and may not have good taste. But
No.
email me and tell me about it. Tell me whether you think I'm a hack and an idiot.
Email Cordell if you think he's a hack.
If you don't think I'm a hack, don't email me. And then I'll know that everyone who doesn't email me thinks I'm awesome. So it's perfect.
It's like 7
Don't
billion
talk to me
people.
if you think I'm cool.
Oh,
As we say every week, they actually are coming out with the Wile E. Coyote movie.
so excited for that.
So that's going to be fucking amazing.
Coyote
You know about
versus
that, Cordell?
Acme.
I did. I'm very excited.
It's coming back. They're actually doing it.
It's a psychobilly freak out.